Yeah, another Sunday and nothing to do. That's a joke. But anyways, I have people keep asking me, says, when you going live? When you going live? Let's see if they show up tonight. I've had one of my trolls in and out already. But I usually get 5 of those. Not quite sure why. Because they don't count for my view count or anything. Maybe because they only stay about 20 seconds and they're gone. They never say anything. I just posted 3 short videos a little while ago. Not too bad a response on them already. I just don't think anymore to take my camera with me when I go anywhere, so I don't get anything out away from the house. Used to be every time I got in the car and went anywhere, I had it with me. And then I went and dropped the one I had before and broke it. Broke the cover on it where it holds the batteries. And now it won't make good contact all the time, so I can't get it to work right. So I quit carrying it for a while. And the one I've got now, I just forget about it. Yeah, this is unusual. I've only got the one troll in so far tonight. Usually by this point, I've had all 5 of them come in. Troll, bot, whatever it is. My 20-second view was... Had one other person that always came to him. Always claimed she was the first thumbs up. Then she'd stay in the background for the whole thing. And now she's not coming in either. Oh well. Guess you can't have everything. And actually, there's a good movie on TV right now. Got Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson in it, and Travis Tritt. It's an old Western. This past week, they've been showing a lot of Willie Nelson movies, Clint Eastwood and John Wayne. This afternoon, they had a couple of them with Audie Murphy. But I like all those old Westerns. You don't find any new ones anymore like that. And a large part of the TV shows and stuff that aren't on anymore aren't hardly worth watching. Hey, Ken. How you doing this evening? You still at work or you home now? Well, day Sunday, you'd be home. I lose track of my days anymore. Most time I don't even know what time it is. Well, I thought that after I said that because I forgot, like I said, that today's Sunday. Talked to Mike last night. He's been off all week since he got home. Yeah, that's one of them jobs that I always hate doing too. I hate going grocery shopping, and it costs a fortune if you go get much. Hell, it costs a fortune if you don't get much. I normally buy most of my stuff from Walmart, and those idiots, every time you turn around, they redesign the store and everything's in a different spot. You ask the people working on the floor where something is, and they don't know either. Hey, Maureen, how are you today? Well, I did one last Sunday, but nobody showed up. I was going to do one Wednesday night, but then I just didn't feel good when it got in the evening, so I didn't feel like sitting here doing it. She going to come fix them for you? I have a lot of problems with my left eye lately. It's been bothering me a little bit on and off for quite a while, and I thought it was just allergies or something, but now it's got the point it's bothering me every day, and it's getting where looking at stuff is blurry. I'm having trouble even just reading the chat on here now. If I close my left eye and do stuff with just my right, I can see things better. My left one kind of overrides it and makes them both seem blurry that way. If I don't, well, I got an appointment to go back Wednesday to my eye doctor that I went to before. I had cataract surgery done on both eyes a couple of years ago, and had been very happy with it. But just in the last short time here, like I said, my left one's bothering me. If I close my right eye and try to look at something with my left eye, everything anywhere close, far away, whatever, is blurry. I looked it up online, and they said that having cataract surgery, that normally there's not any problems with it afterwards. It's rare, but it can happen. I'm hoping it's not something like that. Before, the insurance I had covered it all, and I don't remember how much it was, but it was expensive. And my insurance I have now with Medicare doesn't cover the doctor I go to. So, like my doctor visit, I go to see him Wednesday. I'm paying cash out of my pocket for that one. And if I have to go back in and have surgery again, I'm probably going to have to find another doctor so the insurance will cover it. I can't afford to pull that kind of money out of my pocket. But we'll have to wait till Wednesday and see what he says. And then the following week, I'm getting my propane tanks refilled. I think they've showed a couple times in different videos where I've walked around the house, but they're right out this side of this room. I got two big ones up there. One's empty and the other one's uh, hey Annie, and the other one's about 50% or so. Well, that'll run me about $450 to fill both of those. I've been with Suburban Propane now for so many years that I always argue with them on price and get a reduced price on them, plus the fact of buying in bulk like I always have. He said the best he can do me right now is $3.97 a gallon. I've talked with the driver different times when he comes around filling stuff, and he says, yeah, he says a lot of the older people that don't use very much, he said they're paying $5, $6, $7 a gallon for theirs. And this was before the prices all went up. So I imagine with the way gas and diesel prices have gone up, the propane has too. When I got it filled a year ago, because it was April of last year when I had them both filled, I paid $3.53 a gallon for it that time. So $3.97, that's 44 cents a gallon increase. Part of the time when I go to read some of the comments, I'm using a magnifying glass so I can see them. Otherwise, I got to pick the computer up and get up closer where I can see it. Did I lose two of you already? Maureen and Ken must be talking elsewhere. I thought maybe Rena would come on. She was just commented on my videos a little while ago. This weekend was the big festival there where JV Blogs lives at, so she's been busy. And I know Josh is live right now too. But there's a lot of times I can't tell for sure how many is here because damn YouTube screws up on that stuff all the time. Yeah, somewhere something is, yeah. But there's one going on there where JB lives at that she's been talking about the last couple of days, and she says normally she's always went and bought a pig and cooked it up, but with the swine flu problems they had over there during COVID, price of pork is so high right now. So she said she was going to turn around and I don't remember. She told me too how many of them. I don't remember if it was 10 or 12 or more than that chickens that she was going to go ahead and cook up. But she's got a lot of chickens. When she first started redoing her, restocking her chickens over there, she went and bought over 300 little chicks. haven't asked her lately. Before they were harvesting the rice. I don't know if she's got it all in yet or not. But they had a bunch of it that they were spreading on the road all the time to dry. But she originally was saying that she still had more that had to be, harvested. So I don't know if she's got it all done yet or not. And then she just sells that. She's got chickens that are laying eggs, and she sells those. She was talking, was it yesterday or day before? I don't remember now. When I talked, I lose track of time, like I said. But there's supposed to be one of those ultra marathons coming up that like she used to go to all the time, and she's wanting to go to it, and it's over around Baguio. So she's hoping she can get a chance to meet up with Rena. But since the stuff with COVID and all, they haven't been doing a bunch of them. They've postponed them, and then she hasn't been able to travel to go do them. Then another week and a half, the new president will be put into office there. He's supposed to take office on the 9th. See, I've never seen any of that happen in the Philippines. They always have that big one over, I don't know where in the hell it's at, France or somewhere every year. But anything they do like that would, help on the economy because people are going to get out and spend money even if they don't have it. You get an activity somewhere, everybody's will tend to spend, some money on it. Plus, whoever comes in from out of the area is bringing in money. That's like here in Florida. Daytona Beach depends on spring break, the Daytona race, the bike week. Well, I miss a lot of that stuff on TV because I don't watch the main channels. Biggest share of the time, I just leave it on Grit and watch the old westerns. And I don't have a real good antenna. And like this past couple days there, when we've had such crappy weather, my TV reception has been lousy too. So there's been spells there where I've just had to turn it off because I couldn't get anything. Ken, have you talked to Mike since he's been home? He's had a bunch of problems with his truck, he said, from just sitting while he was gone. Okay. I talked with him last night, or yesterday afternoon, I don't remember. We talked quite a while, and then I think Rena called him. And he was saying that deaf units are having the trouble with on his truck there. He says, I think he said it was $2,300 for that. Yeah, we just talk here on Skype, brother. That way we don't have to type or anything. We can just sit and talk. Even do that some days while he's on the road driving. So that way we can sit and talk even if the cameras don't work. I always like doing that when he's driving because he puts the camera up on the dash where I can see the road and I get to see where he's going and stuff. I miss being on the road. I don't miss the aggravation and stuff, but I miss the travel. I need to get at my car hauler and get it cleaned up and repainted like I want to and go ahead and sell it. I'm not going to go back on the road again, and there's no need of it just sitting out there. A lot of money just to be sitting there doing nothing. And if I get rid of that, it'd be one less thing, in the way out here. I've got a smaller flatbed trailer that it's big enough to haul one car on, but I've used it for a lot of other stuff over the years. When I was doing roofing, I could put 2 pallets of shingles on it, or steel roofing, or whatever like that. I've got several people that want to buy it. I haven't used it in several years, and it's kind of a toss-up. Do I sell it and get rid of it too, or keep it? Hey Josh, I need to redeck it and stuff, put tires on it. But like I tell the people that keep asking about wanting to buy it, I said, if I don't sell it, it'll sit there and I don't use it. But if I sell it today, tomorrow I'll want it. I saw you was live, Josh. I didn't know whether you'd get over or not. I talked with IJ just a little bit ago on YouTube, but I'm on one of my videos, but she hasn't showed up here yet. But most generally at this time of night's when she's fixing dinner there. Hey, Deborah. How are you doing today? I saw your live the other morning there. Got all excited. I got the notification for it, and I went there, and it had already ended. I didn't get the notification until after it was over with. Most generally, I miss them in the morning because you do them before I'm up, and I guess that wasn't the exception because I still missed it. Yeah, but I always like to get a chance to talk with you and Jean. I don't get to catch you too often. Nice to have, a chat with you once in a while. Yeah, I'm 12 hours behind you. So just like right now, it's 9:20 p.m., Sunday night for me, where it's 9:20 a.m. Monday morning for you. Tomorrow's a big holiday for everybody here. Be just another day for me because I don't get involved with the holidays or anything anymore. Even like Christmas and stuff like that. Used to be, when I was married or when the kids are around, whatever, get the decorations all out and stuff like that. I don't even do that anymore. Christmas is just another day to me. I haven't put Christmas decorations up in over 20 years. Hey, Mike, we were just talking about you. Yeah, we were just talking about your truck and what you were saying the other day about the problems with it, when it sat for so long. I thought you might be watching TV now. On Grit is a Western with Kenny Rogers and Chris Christopherson, Travis Tritt. Oh, and something else, Mike. You got to hurry up and go back to the Philippines. I was talking with JB. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. Doesn't matter. But she's got a ultra marathon coming up pretty soon at Baguio. She was hoping to get a chance to catch you and Rena. I've never seen that one before. They get stuff switched around to get you a load yet, or you're still hanging in limbo on that? My neighbor across the road there did something to his shoulder, and he had trouble. He said he couldn't even throw straps because he runs flatbed. Couldn't even throw straps over the trailer, and they turned around and made him take 2 weeks off and then go to their doctor before they let him come back to work. He just went back to work Tuesday morning, I guess it was. And he was planning on a 4-day weekend this weekend for the holiday. He hasn't made it home yet. So you're going to sit another week and wait? No money in that. I was watching a video this morning on Bonehead Truckers, and it had a Landstar truck and trailer in it. That the driver gets out, he parks his truck right in the drive-through area where other trucks are wanting to get through. Just parked it there, gets out and opens his doors. And somebody else was videotaping it all this while he was doing that. He's even walking around in his flip-flops. And then the Landstar driver gets mad and comes over there and says, "I didn't give you consent to tape me. You can't do this." Stands there arguing with him all on film. Says, "You're going to lose your YouTube channel for taping me." Then he turns around, locks his truck up, and goes inside the building, and so leaves it sitting there parked, blocking traffic. Does Landstar have an office out of Jacksonville somewhere? Because that's what was on the side of his truck. The trailer was just said Landstar on it, but the truck said Landstar something or other, and then Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, Gene. How are you this morning? I was just telling Deborah a while ago there that I keep missing you guys' live streams all the time because the time you do them, I'm not up yet. You do them too early. I was talking with Martinez Journey earlier today. She was saying, yeah, she always misses mine because it's like 3 a.m. for her when I do mine here. She's in the UK and they're 5 hours ahead of me. She's going to do live if I'm on, huh? Okay. I know she does that a lot of times. I see a little while ago she made a comment on at least one of my videos. I just put 3 of them up this evening. She did make a comment on one of them. No, Martinez Journey, I think. Isn't that the title of her channel? Heck, I'm not even sure now. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, Martinez Journey. She did a live earlier today. And when when I was on there talking to her is when she was saying that with the time I do them, it's middle of the night for her, so she always misses them. She's been on mine a couple times, but that's all. Mike, Josh was in here just a few minutes ago too. He's live right now also. I was just talking with IJ a little bit ago on my video, but she hasn't showed up here yet. I also talked with Ina earlier. She's in the Philippines now. She's gone over there to help with stuff for her sister, her daughter, to come here. I guess everything's finally been approved for that or whatever. She started the application and stuff to bring her daughter here back during COVID, which then everything went out of standstill. Yeah, and some nights it's terrible because it seems like everybody goes on all at the same time. Saying that now, I almost think maybe that Ruby might be on right now too. I don't know. I don't see now where she's live. Maybe she was on earlier. Lonnie was on a bit ago. I'm not sure if he's still on. No, because I think everything went through rather quickly once they settled down on that stuff. But it's just that during the COVID stuff, half the offices were just shut down all the time. It's like that mobile home across the road that when I sold it, I sold it back in 2000. And the people I sold it to, husband and wife, I didn't think about it when I did it. It wasn't until recently that they told me. On the title for the trailer itself, I mean, did the deed for the land, but on the title for the mobile home, I made it out to him only. Well, they never took care of getting the title switched from my name to their name, so it's still in my name at this time. And they've already resold it. And now for them to send the title to the new people, they've got to get it put in their name first. Well, they have to come to Florida to do it. They can't do it in the mail or anything. So he's going to try to get it, his son's going to try to get it done up in Wisconsin. When I talked to her recently, see what was going on with that, she said, well, he hasn't got it done yet because the DMV's since with COVID is only open once a month now. And every time he goes down there, it's such a long line, he can't get in. I told him they just need to send me all the paperwork and I could take it to DMV here. You know, if they send a power of attorney, let me do it here, then I can send it back to them and get it done with. Our stuff here's been open for a long time. And the other thing, Mike, if her daughter had came over here when Ina came here, it would have been simpler to do. You know, just bring her along on the same set of visa work. But her daughter didn't want to come yet. She wanted to stay there and finish school. So now she's an adult. So it's a whole new process. Yeah. Did you see the video I sent you about the travel changes in the Philippines? It's another one of those that Filipina P does, and it's got that guy in there that she brings on the thing with her all the time, almost, that does visa work and stuff like that. He's out of Cebu. But she does a question and answer thing with him about it, and he explains how the new law and stuff is working on that, and that goes into effect in the Philippines, which would be today for them, but the 30th of May. Looks like everybody left. If nobody's talking, sometimes I never know if there's anybody here or not, because the viewing count doesn't always show there's anybody here. It's like earlier on my videos, it showed I had 0 views, but I had comments and thumbs up both on them. Now that shows there's 1 back in here again. Yeah, and I just looked, she's not live yet. Well, that could be. And what's her internet like out there? Because I know a lot of times, like if I talk with Kyla, hers is not good. It kind of comes and goes. Well, that's what I was telling Deborah before. I usually miss her and Jean's lives because they do them too early. But the other morning, I came out, I got notification that Deborah was live. I saw, great, I can get one of them. And I took and went to her channel. The notification came after her live stream was already over with. YouTube has just been so messed up lately. Yeah. Yeah, see, in the videos, it's hard to tell what the ground's like out there. Being on that hillside, though, it should all drain off and dry soon, I would think. I mean, that's one good part about where you're building at is you won't have standing water in the yard. We've had quite a bit of rain here in the last few days. It rained hard here this afternoon. Got some thunder and stuff, and one heck of a downpour and a lot of wind. And the sun was still out just as bright as could be. Neighbors' dogs next door are just barking nonstop over there this evening. If him or her are around, they usually come out and see what they're barking at and make them come in the house or whatever. But their kids, when they're there, they just ignore them. I guess they don't figure it bothers anybody. Yeah, that's one of the things I hate about after it rains, though, if it turns hot, because then it really gets muggy. It does that here all the time. Just makes it a steam bath then. I saw a thing on a video today here on YouTube. It's one of those, things you wouldn't believe if it wasn't caught on film. A bricklayer was laying bricks, and he took a piece of probably 2-inch styrofoam, cut it in about a 2-foot square, made a hole in the center of it so it just set down on part of his head like this. And he had that sitting there out 2-foot square all the way around him for shade. I would think that that would help keeping your body shaded, but that one spot of your head that's sticking up through it, I think would get sunburnt then. Annie keeps popping in. I went to a live the other night that I haven't been to in a long time. It's Chris and Mel, they're a Brit in the Philippines. I stopped into his live for a while. I haven't talked to them in a long time. Her mother just had a stroke recently, so she's kind of recuperating from that. Says she's getting where she can get up and get around and stuff with a walker, I guess, for that right now. She still having trouble with one arm that she can't, lift up in the air or anything. I'm not sure how old Mel's mother really is. Mel's only 35, so I wouldn't think her mom's too old. But I guess, doesn't matter what your age is, you can still have a stroke if, conditions are right. And I think there's also a lot of people that have just what they call a mild stroke or whatever and never know they had one. I was out puttering around in my car hauler yesterday. And two of the clip pins that I use for the pins that go into the hydraulics, when you lock them in place, when the trailer's, hooked up and all, I set them up in the frame up on top, and one of them's missing. I looked all over and can't find it anywhere on the ground and stuff. I don't know whether the neighbor's kids keep playing around on it like that. I have to keep running them off. Where it was at, I wouldn't have thought they would have been able to see it or reach it, but I guess I'm gonna have to go buy another pin now. Not a big deal, but just the point of it. I always order all my cat food from Chewy because their prices have matched what Walmart's are. It used to be cheaper than Walmart. Now they're pretty much the same. But this way I don't have to go get it and it gets delivered to the house. And I get free shipping on it. But the last few days when I've tried to check the order, I'm getting low on it again, they're out of what I order. Out of stock. That's happened every once in a while lately that they've been out of stock on the stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to end this pretty soon anyways. It'll be almost an hour. I got a later start tonight than I normally do. Yeah, it still don't show that she's online yet. She hasn't gone live. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this. See, I got a later start than normal. I've had, quite a few people showed up that I wasn't sure if they was going to or not. So, was productive live chat tonight. So thank you for those that did come. And I'll talk with you all next time.